The Sunday night started off very slowly. And I had a customer that I hadn't had in over a year. And more than a year ago, he was terminal. He was going to die from blood clots in his lungs and in his legs, but he was still able to get around. And he says it's been a real drag waiting to die. They told him a year ago, or more than a year ago, that he had 3-4 weeks to live, tops. And he's still hanging on. I forget the name of the disease that he has, but blood clots apparently form all over his body. And he's got some bad ones in his legs and in his lungs, but he's still going. Anyways, the fare was $22 and he gave me $50. Because he figures he's not going to be long for this life. And I remember that a year ago he tipped really well too. Well, I think I waited another hour for another trip, just watching videos. And by 9 o'clock, it started to get busy. And I mean smoking busy, like one right after another. And it was like that until 2 o'clock. Well, naturally, you can imagine that by 2 o'clock on that Sunday night, that's yesterday, I was completely burnt out. And so I didn't get many trips after that. But still, I did a little over 300 and got to sleep quite a bit in the morning hours. I even had the car back in time for Mr. Punctual. Yeah. And I didn't see him because I was a little earlier than when he would get there. So, I won't have to deal with him again until, what is it, Wednesday morning? Yeah, so now is Monday, the end of the shift after this shift. Yeah, it's still early in the week. Yeah, you know, I've said it before, the weekends are not long enough. Oh yeah, okay, I'll go to that. Walmart. Yeah, I know. Walmart. Yeah, okay. Won't be long, I'll be there. Okay, so that was the Sunday night. Now it's Monday night, and I'll get to you hopefully at the end of this shift. Or towards the end of this shift. I got a chiropractor appointment in the morning. Well, the time is now 5:24 a.m. and it is Tuesday. This is the end of the Monday night shift. And I am just dropped off at this place here. Dockyard, main gate. Apparently some sailors are going out to sea for a month and they don't want to park their cars at the main gate, so they leave their cars at home and they take cabs down to the dockyard main gate so that they can get on their ship and go out to sea. That's the Navy, you know. And oh, it looks like we're getting some sunlight in the sky up there already. I had a busy night. I did about 375. 375 is pretty good. I'm tired too. I was falling asleep over and over again and watched a fair amount of videos too. Almost got caught up on all 3 channels. Caught up on 2 anyway. And I just have a few videos to watch on the other channel, the 3rd channel. I guess I'll have an opportunity to do that in the morning after I've gone to the chiropractors to have my lower back stretched. Well, there is a lot of traffic down here this morning. That's all the traffic going with the sailors with the Navy going on out to sea. Oh, there is a whole shitload of traffic here. Get me away from this. I do not want to be near any of it. No, don't want to be near any of it. I've had enough of this. Okay, well, that's the update for today. I will get back to you. Got 3 more nights to go this week. And then we'll see. Check out the KMs on that. That's 999,840 kilometers. It's got 160 km to go till it flips over 1,000,000. Now, I'm probably not going to see that because the day shift is probably going to do more than 160 kilometers. So it'll be, I won't see it flip over, but it will be interesting to see it start at 0 again. I have been driving this little piggy for 8 years. Time is now 5:01 in the morning on a Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday morning. And this was the kind of night where I was waking up slowly and it was sunny outside. And I woke up and turned on the light to see the watch that I have on the bedside, and the time was 6:20. So what I did was I leaped out of bed, threw myself in the shower, had the shower, got dressed, and basically went straight to work. I was at work at 7 o'clock. So I was in the cab, and because I didn't prepare anything to eat, I just came out to work. I went through a drive-through and grabbed the burger. Burgers are $8 now. I remember back in the days when I could have a full meal, like burger and fries and a shake or something like that, for under $5. Oh, the good old days. Well, I had my burger. I took my pills. And then I waited till 8 o'clock till I got my first call. And then I was busy. I was busy until about 3 in the morning. And now that I dropped off at the airport, I worked basically from 8 till, well, from 8 till 3, because I had a 2-hour break between calls. Anyways, I got $360 on, because a lot of those trips were not long ones. A lot of them were shorter. But $360, and $20 trips, $360. The tips were good tonight. I had it happen where I had a fare where it was like something like $10, and the guy gave me $50. And that was after he had been a supreme asshole in the back seat. Supreme asshole. Big time. Oh, piece of shit. But he gave me $50 and got out. I had a couple other fares where, you know, it was like $10. Somebody gave me a 20 and said, keep the change. That happened a couple times where, you know, the tips were just really great. So now I'm on my way back to town because I'm not too late. I'm gonna hit the bank. Hopefully the bank machines are working. They haven't been working 2 days in a row. So I had to go to another branch, which was farther away, and so on and so on and so on. So I did that Monday morning. And Tuesday morning I did not go to the bank because, I was not able to make a deposit because I had to make my way to the chiropractor. And life goes on. Two more nights to go this week. Just thought I'd capture this moment. It should flip over any time now. Anytime real soon. Day shift left it at 999,999 for me. Or does it stay there? I wonder. I wonder if it will stay at 999,999. Probably. So it has to be reset by the dealership or something to get back to zero. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Stays there. Looks like it stays there at 999,999. Okay. It should go back to zero. If it was mechanical, it would, but maybe since it's digital, it doesn't. Wild. Well, I've driven a good kilometer now. It should have flipped over but I guess it stays at 999,999. Time is now 5:57. It's quitting time. It's raining. It's not pleasant out. We have had one of the colder springs that I can remember this year. Other years, you know, you'd be having a heat wave by this time. And it's April 21st. But it's chilly. It's 7 degrees out there. It's not nice. Yeah. I'm exhausted too. I've done 21 trips, and I have $340 on. That's quite enough. That's quite enough. I went to sleep a few times. And every time I was getting comfortably into sleeping and dreaming, that's when I would get another call. Yeah. I was trying to change my card information with Shaw.ca, my Shaw. Shaw, if you have exchanged email with me, is my internet provider. And with Shaw, they have an app called, not an app, but they have a thing called My Shaw. And My Shaw is like where you can keep track of your account and your billing and everything else. And the way they like to work is they like to bill your debit card or credit card, and you set up automatic payments, and so every month your debit or credit card gets charged the amount for your service. And they have the similar service with the phone. I have both. Anyways, using the computer, I tried to log into my Shaw account, and every time I did that, it would send me a two-way authentication or whatever it's called, where it would send you a code to your phone because it has your phone number, and with that code you enter into the website. Well, I have a username, I have a password, and I have a code every time I try. So I punch the code in, and then the little wheelie thing goes around. The little wheelie thing goes around and around and around and around for about 5 minutes, and then another page comes up and says, sorry, something went wrong. Try again later. We're trying to fix this. So for over a week I've been trying to log on to the My Shaw, and I couldn't do it. It wouldn't let me log on. It was always, sorry, something went wrong. We're trying to fix this. Try again later. So I did that, but then I contacted them, and I was on the phone, not on the phone, but I was texting with them, and they said to change my password, which I did, and to clear the cookies from my browser, and then of course by doing that I shut off the web browser, because I I have a vast anti-track, and anti-track removes everything from the browser, but you have to have the browser turned off to use the anti-track. Anyway, technology is just getting stupid. So I tried doing that and it still wouldn't work. Then I thought, I wasted an hour just before going to work with trying to get in there and talking with the tech support from Shaw, and it was just a nightmare. The stress is unbelievable. So I went to work, and then I thought, let's try doing this with my phone. So I went on the phone, used Google Chrome on the phone, and said myshaw.ca, and put in my username, and put in my my login, my password, and it sent me an authentication code for two-party authentication. I punched that in, and it said welcome, just like that. And then I clicked on change my card information, and within a minute or two I had my card information changed, because one of my cards, the card that I was using to access or to pay for my Shaw, that card was compromised, and so it wouldn't work. It won't work again the next time it comes to pay the bill, and coming to pay the bill is a week from now. So I had to change the card information, so I did that, and now it's done, and I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I don't have to be online for an hour just to tell them what my problem is before they could fix it. Well, they didn't fix it. I just used the one on my phone. Maybe that means that if I use the one on the computer again, it will work because the phone worked. I really don't know. Anyway, my card information has changed, and that's done. So I'm heading to the car wash, even though it's raining. I'm gonna spritz the car off, clean the mats, I'm gonna detail the interior for the owner because he's driving it next. Fuel it, park it, walk home in the rain. Can you tell I'm enthusiastic about all of it? $37,000 for a Jeep? That's insane. I just went past a used car lot, and that's what the sticker said on the windshield. $37,995. Speaking of numbers, this taxi went past the 1,000,000-kilometer mark, and the odometer gets stuck at 999,999. Yeah. Okay, one more night to go. I need the weekend to rest. I just cleared out here at the ferry terminal at Swartz Bay, and I am on my way back into town. It was a busy night. I did $472 worth of business, as far as I can figure. $472. It was busy. I mean, one right after another, from when I started at 6:30 till 3 in the morning. And then between 3 and 5, I had a couple of breaks. And then I had one that came out here to the ferries. It was a 5:45 time call. The time is now 6:11. So I'm into day shift, but we don't have Mr. Punctual working today. So we have another guy who's kind of a slacker. He comes to work late, and since there's nobody on the car on Friday night, he works into the evening. So he starts late in the morning and works into the evening. So it's not a problem if I'm a little late. It's dry out here, but it rained in town. It's probably still raining in town. It was raining in town when I left town. And here we are, 25 minutes away from downtown. And it's dry, bone dry. So yeah, I had some good trips. I had some long trips, and I had some trips on top of each other, one right after another. I did get to sleep a little bit, but I was getting kind of, my eyelids were getting heavy on the way out here from in town. So that's the end of the week for me. I don't have much else to say, but I was busy and I'm really tired right now. So hope yours is better than mine.